Matuska. Congrats on the first 50. Let's do another 50. Happy birthday, young fella.
Hey Mark, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday and tell you thanks for everything you do. It's deeply appreciated. I hope you're having a wonderful night, and I'm glad I got to help you celebrate your birthday. Have a good night.
Hi Mark, happy birthday. I just want to give you a little message to make your day a little bit better. Just let me grab my air guitar. Christine! 16! I'll always remember that by you. Love you!
Hi, I'm not who you think I am. I'm Cherry Bounce, and I've been sitting in this household for way too long. It's time to party. You in? Happy 50th, Mark. Let's do it.
Hey Mark, happy 50th birthday. Hope you enjoy your night. Love you.
Hey Mark, happy 50th birthday. I just wanted you to know that you're one of my favorite uncles, and even though you may be slightly geriatric now, I still love you for it.
Jane Muir.
How you doing, Mark? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mark. Welcome to the AARP Club. All the other Matuska boys are jealous because you and I and Lud, we're members now, homie.
Let's say something. Hey, Mark, you cracker ass. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mark. God, you're getting old.
Happy 50th birthday, Dad. Here's the 50 more from Johnny Nason. Woo! Happy birthday, Mark! Ah!
Happy birthday. We love you.
I don't know.
If you knew him, he wouldn't care. Ready?
What are you telling
Okay,
her?
ready?
Hey, Mark.
Mark, happy birthday.
But why don't you reverse it first so she knows?
You're a little slow.
The hell do I look like an actor?
Okay. Here we go. Mark, you cracker ass. Happy birthday.
All right, then. That's pretty easy.
Ready?
Okay, are we filming?
Yep. Mark, you
cracker
ass. Happy
birthday.
Ready.
Hi, Mark. This is Dan and Jane Rose from Stillwater, Minnesota here. This is our hometown here. This is you're overlooking the city right now, and you see the beautiful river down there, and you can see the historical bridge down there. And if you look way down, you can see where they're building a new bridge across the river there, which we hope to have done here in about 2 years. This is where we'd like to have you come and see us someday. You and your wife and family come and visit us here in Stillwater, Minnesota.
And Mark, this is also Jane and Dan wishing you a very happy 50th birthday. We feel so blessed to know you and call you our friend, the Grill Master, Mark Matuska, and we can't wait to see you. And
from your friends, your Johnny friends from St. John's. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Go Johnnies.
Matuska! Happy birthday, Chief, from me, my wife Mary.
Happy birthday, Mark.
And of course, from Charlie, the greatest hunting dog ever. Mark, I am really bummed out that I can't be there for your party. Doggone it, I know you're going to have a great time. Fortunately or unfortunately, we are out in D.C., Mary and I, right now, looking at the monuments and having a good time. You know, I think that I wanted to go out there for quite some time. But anyhow, I just wanted to tell you, Mark, that as I look back over my working years, I probably had 15 different bosses. Now that could be because I couldn't hold a job, I'm not sure. But of those 15, I can honestly say, Mark, that you were in the top 10, without a doubt. But you know, you would have been a lot higher on the list had it not been for the fact that with you it was just work, 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 always. You just never let up. Remember when they were going to redesign Fort Ridgely State Park? Well, we couldn't just leave that to the archaeologists and the diggers to take care of it. No, we had to go out and walk that entire course just to make sure that when they came to do the job, they were going to do it right. That was a tough day. It was hot, all those hills, remember? And then, of course, when Minnesota reinstated a dove hunting season, what did you decide we had to do? We have to go down and find out what dove hunting is like. So if you recall, and I think you do, you and I and Ken Varlin drove down and we hunted doves with some other folks that day. And we shot all kinds of doves. Well, Ken Varlin and I did. I think you got 1 or 2. Was it 3? I can't remember. But I do remember when it came time to eat, you were the first in line. How does that work? Then there was the time we had the Finlanders, the wildlife biologists from Finland, to come over, and they wanted to study game management in Minnesota. And so I worked for weeks on putting that together, brought them out to my cabin on Swan Lake, got a bunch of folks together, and we took them out for a duck hunt. Remember that duck hunt? It was a great, great hunt. Unfortunately, we didn't get many ducks, but it was a great hunt, and everybody, I couldn't enjoy it much because I was so worried about everybody having a good time and everything going well. So when we got all done, lo and behold, the Finlanders, as a token of their appreciation, give you a couple wonderful books. And I'm sure, Susie, that they're probably in a prominent location in your house yet today. I didn't get squat. Oh well, that's the way it goes. But you just never let up, Mark. It was just, you worked your tail off and worked mine off too. Like the time we went down to Heron Lake and we had to study the controversy that's been going on forever down there over access to that lake. So you had to take me out in the lake to show me what that was like. And man, oh man, did you work. I was just so impressed. I couldn't keep up with you. It was just a heck of a day. Then there is Farm Fest. Remember the buffalo chip contest that I set up a number of years ago? We had teams. You were on the DNR team because, throwing buffalo chips because, as we all know, nobody can sling the BS like Mark Matuska. But prior to the contest, you sent me down to Blue Mountain State Park and I had to go out and pick up buffalo poop, bring it all back so that you could sort through them all to find the perfect chip to throw in the contest. And you were so pleased when you found that perfect. A brief recap of our years together at DNR, Mark. But I will tell you, in all honesty, that of the 15 or so bosses I've had throughout my careers, you are really tied for first. There was one other fellow a long time ago. Now, I can imagine there's a little tear trickling down your face right now, but try to get composed again here. You tied for first, and that's pretty good. So, have a great time, Mark, tonight. You and your family and friends and everybody else who might come in off the streets. Have a great party. I know you will. I wish I could be there. And just one bit of advice for you, Mark. Keep your pants on. See you, my friend.
My mom.
My dad.
My mom.
Your mom.
My grandma.
My dad.
My dad.
Mrs. Wheatman.
Miss Lakebus.
Mark Matuska. Mark Matuska.
Mark Matuska.
Mark Matuska. Mark Matuska.
Mark Matuska.
Mr. Matuska.
Mark Matuska.
Mark Matuska.
Mark Matuska.
Mark Matuska. Mr. Matuska. Mr. Matuska. Mr. Matuska.
I would definitely have to say Mr. Matuska.
Mr. Matuska.
This is a gift for you, Mr. Matuska.
A brand new shirt.
Woo!
A pencil.
Woo!
A pen.
Woo!
Another pencil. Oh wait, there's still another one. Bookmarks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Notepad.
Oh yeah.
A pencil. pencil sharpener.
Oh, he's sharp, he's sharp.
I don't know what this is. Another notepad. Last but not least, a pen.
And always remember, Mr. Matuska, the cake is the foundation
And FCCLA is the frosting.
Hey, happy birthday, Mark Matuska. Hopefully your surprise is all get out tonight. Having a good time. Susie sent us this invitation and told us we needed to make a video, or asked us to make a video, which I'm finding out it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I laid awake in bed many nights thinking of all the stuff I could and want to say and all that good stuff, but a lot of thoughts ran through my head, so I had to write it down. So as you see me look up, I'm reading off a script. Anyway, I could reminisce about all the good and crazy times we had over the years, but now that we're old and CRS has set in, you know, can't remember stuff. I forgot more than I can remember, I think. I do remember a couple of year-old sayings, though, you know, like, give me a hug, or show me your tattoos, you know. Then I remembered there might be some young kids, and I really can't go into those and elaborate any farther. So then, you know, the biggest dilemma I could come up with was, what was I going to wear? What kind of attire was I going to wear to your birthday party? So I thought, you know, maybe wear your favorite football team's jersey. Then I remembered you're a Queens fan. But then I thought, you know, sticking with the football theme, maybe I should wear this. Go Orbs. You know, that was 32 years ago that we were Orbs, and that made me think, 32, maybe I should wear your favorite basketball player's jersey. But then I remembered you like that other guy from that era, but I can't remember his name. So then I thought maybe I'd wear your favorite college team's jersey. Go Hawks. But then I remembered you're a Gopher fan. So then I just decided I would wear this, because this seemed to be the most appropriate, and I think everybody in the room will agree with me that I do believe you are awesome. Great friend. I love you, brother. So without further ado, here's to you, your favorite little Maker's Mark, a little Diet Coke. Happy birthday, I love you.
About that Mark. Mark Matuska. All about that Mark. About that Mark. Mark Matuska. All about that Mark. About that Mark. Mark Matuska. All about that Mark. About that Mark. Mark. Yeah, it's pretty clear. He ain't 22, but he still shakes it for Susie Q. He got that boom boom that all the ducks hate. Got all the right junk in all the right places. He's got his magazine. He's sitting on the pot. Give him 30 minutes or let him match and stop. If you've got Buddha, then stick it out and grab a beer, cause you just gotta let it out. Yeah, my grandmama Liz told me don't worry about the size. It's the way that you move it that satisfies. You know I won't be no sober stinking Santa Claus. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and hide the schnapps. You know I'm all about that Mark, Mark Matuska. I'm all about that Mark, Mark Matuska. All about that Mark, Mark Matuska. all about that Mark, Mark, Mark. He's bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell all them students that Mr. Matuska, put it away. It's all about that Mark, happy birthday. All about that Mark, big 5-0. All about that Mark, happy birthday. All about that Mark, happy birthday, Mark.
Happy birthday, Mark. We sure wish we were 50. Can't even open a beer bottle.
About that Mark Matuska, all about that Mark, Mark Matuska, all about that Mark, Mark Matuska, all about that Mark, Mark. Yeah, it's pretty clear, he ain't 22, but he still shakes it for Susie Q. He got that boom boom that all the ducks hate, got all the right junk in all the right places. He's got his magazine, he's sitting on the pot. Give him 30 minutes or let him match and stop. If you've got Buddha, then stick it out and grab a beer, cause you just gotta let it out. Yeah, my grandmama Liz told me don't worry about the size. It's the way that you move it that satisfies. You know I won't be no sober stinking Santa Claus. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and hide the schnapps. You know I'm all about that Mark, Mark Matuska. I'm all about that Mark, Mark Matuska.